What's going on, guys, and welcome to another unboxing. It's your boy DL Castell here in Dave Cave Castell Collects. Man, just woke up from a wild nap. I actually preset this thing, getting prepared for it, and I actually fell asleep in the process, so I'm getting back up to speed with things. So we have another amazing product from XM Studios. You guys have seen me unbox a lot of XM things recently, actually, I would say. The Thing, the Custom Scroll, the Darth Maul, all XM products. And if you know anything about XM, you know I'm a super big fan. XM was actually my number 2 favorite, and because I was originally thought Queen Studios was number 1, and I brought XM up to number 1 because they've proven a lot more over the last few months now. This product, this is a weird scenario with this, but this is the XM Nightcrawler. Comes with a poster, along with a package sheet of what to expect inside. And of course, if you need any more information on it, they give you the setup in the back. So this was actually a very weird purchase for me. Now, the reason why is because if you remember a few months back, actually probably a year ago, I actually did the unboxing for the Sideshow's Nightcrawler, which is a totally different piece, but it is a very, very, very cool one. Now, technically speaking, and I'll be totally open to say this, and I'm going to say it in the beginning only because I don't know my reaction is going to be after we put this together, but I feel that that was actually such an incredible piece. I didn't even need to buy this, but this was so cool because it has such an awesome dynamic element to it, which is essentially why I went forward and purchased this. With all of that being said, let's get into the unboxing today of this XM Nightcrawler. Okay, guys, so I got the base out. Now, I was going to actually do a speed up video and show me putting this thing together, but I want to go into this right off the bat. Some similarities from this and the Sideshow version is the purple fog. Now, if you're not familiar with what that purple fog actually is, it's kind of funky in this because here's the reason why. Gambit, Sideshow made a Gambit, which also has a pink explosion to it. Now, what I want everybody to remember is that Gambit's actual cards that he throws have a pink U to them. So when those cards explode, they give off a pink U, which makes that explosion. This explosion could be one of two things. Now, be that as it may, that this is an XM piece and not a Sideshow piece, they always kind of work the same elements around all of the actual statues, no matter who makes it. Now, this is actually, in my opinion, is most likely the fog that pops whenever Nightcrawler goes from one area to another area. That's what I would assume that this is. I don't know what they call that. I'm sure there's a special name for it. If any nerd wants to argue me, by all means, be my guest. This base is extraordinarily heavy, way heavier than I thought it was going to be. I actually am so shocked by how heavy it is that I don't even know what to say about that, because that actually kind of sounded really stupid. But I want to tell you guys which number this is. Oh my god. Okay, so this is a low. I didn't even realize this. So what's really cool about this is a very, 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 very low count. So this is actually number 33 of 249. I like that about this. That's exciting to me. I do believe that the other Nightcrawler is 650 pieces. This is 249 pieces. So I like that XM made a low count on this. I just got a dog hair in my mouth. Ew. A lot of the statues I have, and I would say this to you too, is if you're a statue buyer, you buy what you like, but if you're not sure that you want to buy something and you're kind of on the fence on it, something that I always do that makes me decide if I want to own it or not is I always want to find out what the count is. How many are they making? So in this particular one, 249 is great to me. I missed out on a couple pieces. There was the Waypoint Megazord, but I just couldn't see myself spending $2,400 on that Megazord. Didn't make sense to me. There's a couple custom ones that are coming that I want more. There was the Thanos on the throne. When that there's two versions of it. I have the non-EX, which is only 1,200 pieces. But then I have a couple other pieces in this room where for instance, it's the Hulk versus Wolverine from Sideshow. That has, I feel it's like a 3,500 piece count. So like, check out the counts before you buy things. That can also determine if you're going to buy it or not. But again, if you like it, you buy it. That's the bottom line. Let's keep unboxing this massive statue. All right, I got to pause this sequence, guys, because I got to tell you, this base really is awesome. And I knew it was a Sentinel hand, but I didn't know how, I guess you could say, to scale it really is, because when you see Nightcrawler go on this, which I'm going to actually back the camera up a little bit because it goes so much taller, this is a magnificent version of this. Now, if you do remember, there is a statue that XM did. It's a Sentinel statue. I believe Colossus, Wolverine, Cyclops, Psylocke, a few other characters are on it. It's one of XM's best pieces, but I think I would assume that they took the actual same exact ideology with that statue and put it into this statue, because this Sentinel hand looks awesome. Let's keep going. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Did not expect this piece to be as badass as I thought it was. I had made a very stupid comment of even comparing this in any way, shape, or form to Sideshow. As always, guys, XM is the top of the food chain when it comes to statues, and these are the reasons why they exceed expectations all the time, and they create masterpieces of art just like this. So, to be perfectly honest with you, I'll probably sell my other Nightcrawler because of this, and I do like to have 2 of every statue, of every character, just a personal preference of what I do, but because this is such an insult to the Sideshow one, I'm going to have to sell it. And the Sideshow one is beautiful. The price is like $650. Shipping was cheap to New York. It wasn't bad, but this is offensive. It's offensive. This is offensive. This offends me, and I don't even get offended by anything of how awesome this is. I can't begin to, I'm going to have to repeat myself 1,000 times because this is probably, okay, this is the most dynamic statue of 2023. Bottom line, I said it. Now, I know there are a few pieces in the custom world that are dynamic as well, but this one is the best Nightcrawler I have ever seen. There's some really, really, really nice ones. Now, I had to move the camera a couple times because I didn't really realize how tall the statue actually was. And when I purchased this, I was nervous of how he actually floated in the air. Now, there is a Sentinel finger right here where my hand is pointing to, where his foot attached to, and his leg is here. What makes me nervous is that there's a lot of what seems to be a lot of weight all around his actual body. So I don't know if this is going to bend over time, which would make me very concerned. And it kind of does because it's so small of a piece. And obviously they put metal inside the resin around the whole body that makes it this strong. That makes me a little nervous. But realistically, until it slopes and breaks, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this because this is gorgeous. Guys, gorgeous. Now, what I love about this, and oh gosh, I can't even, this is so, okay. I have a feeling during this battle with the Sentinel, he started here and then he shot up. And the reason why this is so pivotal, because this is what adds to this statue. And again, I'm looking at it from the back, I'm not looking at it from the front. You see this drip, this boost up right here? It's a random thing. It looks like it's an explosion. That was a horrible way of saying it. It looks like an explosion, but it's not. Right here, which I don't know if you can see. Maybe I could turn just ever so slightly. Yeah, there you go. Right here is the same drip line, which literally shows the story that he jumped from here up to here. This poof, probably from his mutant ability because his tail's coming out of it, transfers this from here to here. So it's the wind actually pulling the two apart, which is so freaking crazy. Now, I did do one thing on the statue, and it probably is a little silly of me, but I like it a lot, is I put all 3 swords on. Now, there's 2 tail options. There is the tail that I have on, holding the sword, and a standard tail. Truthfully, you have to set these, whenever you have a statue with multiple chain sounds, you do it to what you like. Me, I always put all the biggest features on, whether it was the big venom pool that I have, or it was doing the green guy, this guy right here. Why can't I remember his name? The Super Skrull. I put all the max pieces on, even if they don't make sense, because I'm never going to go back to the box unless I sell it. So I might as well put all the cool features on. You can just do without a sword. With a sword, I'm going to put 3 swords on it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It has nothing to do with it. It's just because I think it's going to look cooler with him holding a sword in his tail like it's a backup sword. So you do have the hand options. Very, very, very cool. You can see them both right here. So I'm going to put 3 different swords on. I don't care. I just think it's badass. Now, the next part. You've got 2 head sculpts, and both a little bit different. And I'll show you guys them both up close in just a second. So you can see them both now. But let me give you guys a close-up on this. So these 2 head sculpts are dramatically different. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart, but when I was a kid, I kind of want to say that this is more of the Nightcrawler from the 94, 95 X-Men over this one. This one's more of like a Dean Martin type look. But I like that he's screaming with his mouth open because it's a little more aggressive. This looks like he's about to crap himself because he's about to make a move he didn't want to do. So I think Screaming Face is the better way of looking at it. Yeah, I mean, I could just, yeah, this is just, that is the one. You know what I mean? That's not the one. It's very nice head sculpt, but this is really the one for this piece. Looking at it up front, guys, it's just so dynamic. And it's huge, too. You saw my fat ass standing by it. So there is so much going on here to make this happen. And again, this split right here is the pivotal part of the statue because it literally shows him escaping this. You can see that all the tentacles were coming around, probably wrapping his body. And he shot through the middle of them while this piece is coming up, obviously wrapping around the entire body. And then here you have it, he jumped up here. This statue is wild. Anyway, guys, I just can't get over this piece. I'm going to do some close-up video for you also so you guys can see it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment below. I'm also going to add my Macari account right here. I've been adding it to a couple of videos because some people have asked me about some of the pieces in the background. I do sell toys regularly. I do sell some of the statues regularly, but please check out the Macari account. If you have any questions, you can always message me on that. And, you know, if there's something that interests you. And I work out deals. I'm not a bad guy. And I've got to get this guy in the video with me right now before he has a nervous breakdown. Come here, Ryan. Come on. Come on, up. So if you guys are ever wondering who I'm yelling at in the background, this is Riley. He is an absolute pain in my ass. He's one of my 2 dogs. He's always knocking statues over. He literally broke at least 3 statues over the course of the last year or so. So if you're ever looking at who I'm yelling at, this is the guy right here. Right, Ryan? All right, go back to mommy. Go. No, go. No, go back to mommy. All right, guys. So you can see a full landscape of the statue right here. Now, again, what I was saying is these swords are different, okay? But I went and put all 3 of them on. I just matched the 2 hand ones on. This is the space that I was so intrigued about showing you guys in the video because I really think that is what sets it apart from a lot of pieces. Now, the base. Look at the base. It is extraordinarily heavy, and I do believe it has to be that heavy in order for this piece to work. So when I was standing in the back, just so you guys can see, this is what you can see from the back. And sometimes it's a downgrade of statues because you miss out on all this cool stuff. But I think I'm going to redo the Dave Cave and put mirrors on the back of the wall so everybody can appreciate what the artists do to make these things so freaking awesome. And they really did such a great job of this. It's so impressive. And to give you like a size comparison of my hand to it. So I'm sure there's a little bit of a scale difference here. They said 1/4 scale, maybe give or take. But I mean, look, my hands compared to him, I mean, it's very possible this is a 1/4 scale. So really cool. They just did such an awesome job at this. And I love XM for everything they do. And they just knocked this out the park. Guys, I hope you like those close-ups. Honestly, I know I've said Statue of the Year before, so I'm not going to say it in this one because I still believe that the Venomized Batman is, quite frankly, the Statue of the Year. Up for debate, up to you. In my opinion, that is probably one of the most creative statues of the year. But when it comes to dynamic, no statue that I have seen on the market or in person tops this one. If you do know of one that did do it better, please tell me, comment below, like, subscribe, all that. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. We got a couple more before Christmas comes. So yeah, we're going to get into it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.